Welcome to a brand new episode of Getting Inside the Right Male Mind. I'm Lisa Shield.
And I'm Benjamin Shield.
And we are here together to talk today about the difference between wanting a man and needing a man. This is a brand new episode of Getting Inside the Right Male Mind. Did I already say that? And I'm here with my incredible husband, Benjamin, who's not only the guardian of my soul, but also one of the most emotionally grounded and thoughtful men I know. So let's dive into a topic that can stir up a lot of emotions and confusion for women. So, honey, I want to ask you, what is the difference between wanting a man and needing a man?
If a man hears that a woman wants a man but doesn't need a man, it's almost like he's something on her to-do list or shopping list, and he would feel like a plus one. A man wants to feel needed. He wants to feel that he can help a woman and add to her life, and both lives will be more expanded. If a man hears that I want a man but I don't need a man, you could imagine what that would sound like to a woman if a man said, well, I want a woman, but I don't need a woman.
Right.
They just feel like an accessory, something like a box that got checked off.
Yeah, or a woman would immediately default to he's avoidant or commitment phobic, and she would run.
Yeah.
And I think...
Rightly so.
And rightfully so, yes. A lot of women, especially smart, successful women, say, I want a man, but I don't need one. And it may feel empowering to say that, but what many women don't realize is how that actually lands for a man, right? In a romantic relationship, everybody wants to feel needed. Right. I think that's normal. So why do so many women push against that word? What does needing a man really look like in a healthy, interdependent relationship?
Well, I think first, for a woman to say, I want a man, rather than I need a man, is that I think she asserts her independence, her personal strength, that she has a life of her own, and it would be better with a man. The difference between that and needing a man is that someone who needs a man is really saying, I want relationship. I desperately want relationship. I've looked my entire life for relationship. And so if if he hears, I want a man, but I don't need a man would think that this woman doesn't have both feet in. She's dabbling with dating. She finds a suitable man that she can go to parties with, or office functions, or going to the theater. But for a man who's serious about a relationship, it would be a turnoff if you heard, I want a man, but I don't need a man.
And most women, when they say that, what they're trying to say is, I don't need a man to take care of me or provide for me. But that's not, from what you're saying, what a man hears.
No, a man would hear that a woman isn't fully committed to a committed relationship.
That's what he hears.
Yeah.
He doesn't hear, oh, she doesn't need my money.
If I were a man who heard that on the first date, there wouldn't be a second date. Because I would be looking for a relationship where we both needed each other. We both wanted a relationship where we continue to grow and support each other's growth and journey.
So what we're really coming down to is what a woman feels or thinks she's saying and what a man is actually hearing are two vastly different things.
Exactly.
And also, I'd love for you to speak to this idea that women often feel that if they say, I need a man, that means they're needy.
There's a difference between desiring a relationship and being needy. And wanting a man or needing a man isn't needy at all. It's really what we've all been wanting. And is it a need? Yes. I really think it is a basic need. Is it needy?
There are women who are needy. Can you talk about that? You've, I'm sure, been in relationships with women who are needy. What's the distinction?
Between a woman being needy
and a woman saying, I need a man. There are so many things that a woman needs a man for: to feel cherished, adored, to feel sexy, to tell her she's beautiful, to bring out her femininity. There are so many reasons why a man needs a woman and a woman needs a man.
Yeah.
But what is it like when a woman is needy?
Well, it pulls on a man. He's always, in some ways, walking on eggshells because there's something she needs, and often he doesn't know how to give it to her. And there may not even be that there may be a neediness that there's not an answer to. But a neediness is an imbalanced relationship. When, for example, let's say a man was needy. He may appear anxious. He may appear demanding. He may appear self-centered. And same for a woman being needy. But for two people to need each other, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's what romantic movies are made of.
Right.
Yeah.
That in a romantic context, we fulfill certain needs with it that human beings have that we don't get in another relationship. Yeah. I think it's also important for women to understand that having needs, which we all have, doesn't make us needy. Neediness is more about when there's a void inside of you that you're trying to get another person to fill.
Yeah.
So there's a difference, right? Like if I'm needy, if I'm insecure, how do I look? Am I beautiful? Why didn't you text me today? That's neediness.
Craziness.
That's crazy makingness.
It would drive a man crazy.
Yeah. In your experience, what kinds of things do men want to feel needed for in a relationship?
I think at first a man needs to feel masculine. And to feel masculine, of course he has to feel that in himself, but it's so important that the woman mirror his masculinity back to him. So being a man means often leading, or often really being a wise listener. It means planning together and planning things for the future, but it means cherishing her and protecting her.
But what would a woman need to do to show that she needed to make you feel like a man and mirror your masculinity back to you?
I think the number one thing would be respect. A woman would mirror a man's respect.
But what would you need from me as a woman to feel that?
First I would need trust. I would need verbal acknowledgement, like I so respect how you handled that at work, or that issue with a friend. I so appreciate when you open a door for me. I love how you handle the taxes each year. I love the little things that you do that other women may seem go unnoticed, but I see everything and appreciate everything.
And also asking you to help out with things, asking you to help problem solve. Those are all ways that a man needs a woman to lean on him, right? And as you said, I think trust, feeling that a woman trusts you, that she values your opinion. Those are all ways that a woman needs a man that mirror his masculinity, right? What are some ways women can express that they need a man without feeling like they're giving up their independence? Women are so afraid. I think in some ways this wanting and needing a man conflict is really about us holding on to our independence.
I think that in the relationships you talk about in your work and in your courses, it's two people being the guardians of each other's souls, seeing each other more than we could see ourselves, seeing each other's souls, and supporting each other's souls' journeys, where souls' journeys aren't always parallel. But if we support each other's journeys, then we have two independent people who need each other in the healthiest of ways.
In an interdependent way. How does it affect a man when he doesn't feel needed by his partner or by a woman?
Often it's the cause for marital infidelity.
Yeah.
Often because it's a basic need for a man, if he does not have it, either he'll retreat into the marriage and really not be present, or he'll seek it outside of the marriage.
But it's emasculating for a man when he doesn't feel needed by his partner.
Absolutely.
If she's so independent and so able to take care of herself, she's making all the choices, the decisions, and she's not partnering with him and showing him that she needs his input, his partnership. And in some ways, I think women today, powerful, strong, independent women, are so self-sufficient. That's what happens. Men are like, you're so self-sufficient, I don't think I could fit into your life. Peace out, babe. Yeah. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a woman who wants to open up to needing a man but feels afraid that it will make her look weak or dependent?
I think it's baby steps. It's not flipping a switch. It's seeing when she's with a man, just saying, wow, you are such a man. Or, wow, you really stay fit. Or, I so respect how you are in your career.
Or, I want to buy a car. I could really use some help. Would you be willing to go car shopping with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, or running a problem by him. Maybe something that she's dealing with her kids or an issue at work where she says, I so respect and value your wisdom. I would love to get your take on this. So all of those are kind of simple ways of inviting a man in and showing that you need his input, you value and respect him as a man. What are some examples of ways I've shown you that I need you, and how has this impacted our relationship?
Well, you appreciate everything. And so a lot of men will do things like make the bed in the morning, or cook dinner, or do the shopping, or occasionally fold the clothes, or do the taxes. All these things don't go unnoticed by you. And so I get reinforcement. It's like, wow, when I do the taxes, she loves when I do the taxes because she hates it and she so appreciates it. And men want to make women happy. I mean, that's the basic thing that gets forgotten. Men want to make women happy. So if I cook dinner and you're so appreciative of me doing it, of the food and all of that, I want to do it again because it makes me feel good. It's not a sacrifice. I'm getting a lot out of it by being appreciated and feeling more masculine.
And probably a day doesn't go by where I don't thank you or notice something and appreciate something about what you do for me and for us. And I love doing that. Like, I just love doing that. Like yesterday you had cooked dinner, then you had made that beautiful curry, and we had gone to some friend's house for dinner, so we couldn't eat it, but you were working, and my way of showing appreciation was going in and setting the table and getting dinner ready, and so that you had cooked it, but I made a salad just to show you how much I appreciated that you had cooked that beautiful curry for me. If you could give the women who are listening one piece of advice about making a man feel needed without sacrificing themselves, what would it be?
I think going back to the top thing on the list is respect, and just saying thank you, or I appreciate, even if I don't thank you for everything, know that I appreciate everything. So he doesn't feel like he's just doing things and it goes unnoticed and there's no way to really make this woman happy or satisfied.
Yeah, we had a woman in our course who met a lovely man recently, and she was talking about how she was sharing on the call all of these wonderful little things that he was doing that she was just awed by. But she hadn't told him. Do you remember?
I do.
And we said, you have to start telling him. And it was incredible how blocked she was, how literally she said, that is so hard for me to do. She couldn't show her appreciation. And it can be over a text. It doesn't even have to be, but it could be over a text. Honey, I want to thank you. This has been a wonderful conversation about the difference between being needy and needing a man. I so appreciate you doing these with me.
I think it's an important conversation, and thank you for letting me join in.
Oh, thank you so much for listening today. I'm Lisa Shield.
And I'm Benjamin Shield.
And this has been Getting Inside the Right Male Mind. If you'd like to learn more, please go to lisashield.com. Click the button all over my page to watch my free presentation and sign up for a love strategy session with my team. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.